All right, here is our coop. It's pretty open. Our barn was used for storage by the previous owners, so we kind of had to clear this space. Very few of these things are actually ours, but we made this space for our chickens. It's a cement floor, and we chose to do sand for the bedding. And we're still working on what we might do for winter as far as bedding. But right now this is what we have. We have your typical chicken wire, which isn't the strongest, but this is inside of a barn. We don't get bigger animals in here unless the barn isn't shut up. But the chicken wire goes all the way up, and then we have it closed off with boards. Open the door, built this roost. And right now our chickens, as far as we can tell, they are all laying, and we are in the making of a new nest, because that's currently the nest. And there's 10 chickens that are all laying around the same time, so they are starting to get frustrated with that. So we would like to do something different. That's Dixie, otherwise known as chicken dinner. But we use particle board here because it's cheap, but something about it annoyed one of the chickens, and then they started picking, and they picked a hole, which is just big enough for a mouse or a snake. They also started pecking down there, so I'm not sure if we'll do something different. Hello. But this is our coop. It didn't take long to build. We just 2x4 frame. You got something you want to say? I'll just put this in here for a little more activity, something to do, something different to perch on if they wanted to. We just come in here. We want to get a different setup for a door, but that is a piece of sheet metal cut, and it slips in. It's heavy and fits right in there. It works. I wouldn't suggest it unless, you want to go back and fix it, because it's a little too heavy. It's heavy for the kids. It's pretty thick. It's sheet metal. Because our kids come out here and they let the chickens out in the morning, and this is our water. It has, I believe, 4 nipples. Yeah, it has 4 nipples underneath there, and our chickens seem to be totally cool with that being enough. There's 10 chickens, 4 nipples, and I don't know how many gallons. I think that's like 3 gallons of water. And that takes a couple days for them to go through. But they are happy. We have our feed bin here. We give our chickens egg layer feed, and we have that in a bin. And we have a family member that brought over some worms, a mix for us. But we also add diatomaceous earth to the feed. Put the lid on this good and tight. The chipmunks love to get in there. But that is the coop. So I am going to try to remember to keep this updated as far as what we're doing for winter. The chickens we ended up getting, just so you know, we got Rhode Island Reds. We have 3 Rhode Island Reds. We have 3 Buff Orpingtons. And we have 4 Black Stars, are otherwise known as Black Sex Links. They are very talkative. But we're pretty happy so far with the sand. If you're curious about sand, I don't know much myself about straw, but the sand is working great for, I'm going to go ahead and shut this up. The sand is working great for our chickens. We use a small rake and rake up the poop every day. We come out and rake up the poop in the morning. Let's see, this just slides in. And there it goes. It's pretty solid. But we come in once a day and rake up poop. And that seems to be taking care of it pretty well. Works kind of like cat litter. The only thing is you got to add more sand. Because as you're raking up poop, you're also raking up sand. So slowly you start to throw away sand. But sand costs like $4 for, I think it's I can't remember, I think it's a 50-pound bag of sand. Construction, all-purpose sand. And we're really happy with it. I don't have to worry about things like mites with it. Or mold. It dries really easily. So we're pretty happy with that. And straw can be a little expensive if you're not doing something like the deep litter method or something like that. So we just use this little bucket, fill it full of poop, and then the kids, when it gets too heavy to carry, they'll take it out to the pile, the manure pile, and that's where that goes. All right, till next time.